guys, welcome back to my channel. To my new subscribers, welcome. My name is Ashley. To my regular subscribers who are constantly watching me, what's up? So my YouTube is mainly about expressing the different things that I have gone through, what I have learned, and I kind of like to share it with my YouTube family, the YouTube community, and just anyone in the world who's watching, because in all honesty, you never know who's going through the things that you go through. So it always helps to reach out and lend that helping hand and kind of just give some insight on the things that you've been through and how you've overcome hard situations and even good situations, so that other people can also, learn from you and take up some good habits that you have formed within yourself. So, with that being said, this video is about the fact that we as humans are so powerful. And I've even mentioned this in one of my last videos about your thoughts creating your life. So, how I came upon all of this was I found a documentary on Netflix called The Secret, and I've watched it actually a couple of days ago, and it's so funny how it was like the perfect time to stumble upon that documentary, because that's kind of where I'm at in my life, where I am realizing how powerful I am and how I have been creating my life this whole entire time. So it is the perfect time. Shouts out to my God, because He knows. I'm trying to tell you, He knows. He is literally putting everything in place for me. So now I'm here to share my insights and my growth with you guys. So I have heard this quote kind of a lot of times in my life, but I've never really paid attention to it and looked at it the way I do now. So the quote, what you think about, you bring about. So I've tweeted that before. I've mentioned it in my other videos before, and I've understood it, but I never really understood it the way I do now. So what you think about, you bring about. Literally, guys, what you think about, you bring about. It is the craziest thing. That's how powerful we are. And there are so many obstacles and so many distractions in this world that'll kind of make us feel like we're not powerful, so yet we're thinking more negatively, thus creating negative things in our life, because I don't want to say they, but there are a lot of things out there that don't particularly want us to be on the up and up with ourselves. So you come across a lot of hardships as you start to become one with yourself and really learn more about yourself and how powerful you are. There are a lot of huge obstacles that you have to overcome, because, you know, there's a good and there's a bad. There's a God and there's a devil. There's a Buddha and there's a whoever the arch enemy is in that religion. So in every religion there's a good and there's a bad, and that's the same thing for, you know, the life that you live. There's a good angel and there's a bad angel. So there's a lot of war that you have going on every step of the way that you live your life, and it can be so little to the point where you don't see it, and it can be huge to the point where you do see it. So you really have to be conscious of the life that you're living and the things that you are allowing into your life and into your psyche, your mind. So I've always known, for example, I'm going to give you guys an example. I've always known that I was going to come to UCF. I've always known that I was going to have my own apartment. I've always known that I was going to be successful. I've always known that I was going to inspire people. I've always known that I was going to have my own company. Like, that was in my mind, that was in my heart, and I just knew it. There was nothing that was going to ever stop me. Of course, I've had my doubts. Of course, you know, there was things in my mind that told me I couldn't. People told me I couldn't, but I've always known in my mind. I set my mind to it. There was nothing that anyone could tell me. And here I am at UCF. I have my own place. I'm working on my own business. I am inspiring my YouTube community as well as people within my community that I live in here in Orlando. And I'm doing my thing. You know what I'm saying? And it's not because I've worked hard to get here. Yes, I've worked hard. That was a stepping stone, you know? But the fact that I've always known it, there was nothing that you can tell me. I was already there. You know what I'm saying? I was already there. So therefore, my God just literally made the pathway for me, because I was already thinking about it. And the same goes for negative things. If you're thinking constantly on a negative thought and you've already placed yourself in that place where it's negative and you're feeling how it's going to feel, it's going to happen. That's how powerful you are. So I really want you guys to be mindful of that and really just kind of let it sit and, um, what's the word? Simmer, I guess. Let it simmer in your mind, let it simmer in your soul, how you think about certain things and you let it sit in your mind for so long and you let it sit in your heart and you let it hurt you and you feel it all the time and how it actually comes out into your lifestyle. So I know there's been times where you're like, why does this keep happening to me? Why is this happening over and over again? This is the same thing that happened, or this is the same, because you've already had it in your mind. Nothing in your mind is changing. It's the same thing, just a different day, literally. So that quote is true. It's the same thing, just a different day, just turned around a little bit. It's a different circumstance, but it's the same exact situation, the same exact lesson that you need to learn. And until you learn it, until you change your mindset about it, until you become more positive and really, learn whatever it is that you need to learn from that situation, it's not going to change. Because in your mind, you're not changing anything. You're not changing your mindset. You're not changing your perception of the situation. You're not changing how you react to the situation. You're not changing what you do within the situation. So therefore, it's going to happen again. Until you change up here and in here, it's going to be the same exact situation. So once again, what you think about, you bring about. Let me say that again. What you think about, you bring about, positive or negative. So really begin to contemplate on the things that you want to change for good and the things that you want to change for bad, and focus on what you're thinking about. And I know that it may be hard to monitor your thoughts. We have over 80,000 thoughts in a day in our minds. If you try to monitor every single thought, you're going to go crazy. So no, don't do that. But if you feel a negative thought coming and you sense it in your mind, automatically think of something positive. It is going to be tough at first, but you will start to see how easy it becomes. And trust me, I have been there. I have always been one who has thought more negative than positive, but now you'll probably barely catch me thinking negative. And if I do, I know exactly how to counteract it, and I'm just like, oh, positive. Positive thoughts only. Positive vibes only. Because I'm not allowing it no more. No more negative stuff in my life, because now I know that I have complete control. Now I know that I am powerful. Now that I know I am the one creating my life. So, what do I want? Positive only. Thanks. So, unfortunately, YouTube only gives me a little bit of time, so that is all that I have for you guys today. Please remember, you are powerful. What you think about, you bring about. Think positive only, guys, and work on creating the life that you've always wanted. Thank you for viewing my channel. Be the best you that you can always be. Bye.